They're about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. Wright's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. In motion left is Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, Shoot it! And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Darnold down to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Wilson on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The Jets had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him. 6 yards left on second down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And the Jets have got first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
In motion left is Wilson. On first down, Cottrell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Nathan Cottrell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown. And the Lions are once again back in front. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
It's the score, Lions 10, Jets 7. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Williams. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go with the option. Coming right.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All again on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go jet sweep here with Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Swift going to try up the middle. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To Williams on the jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Shakes off the sack. Eluded, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Andy Isabella on return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Swift. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to be a lot better after that run.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to... Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 35 at the 24-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll give to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Yeah, he'll find Hall, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Complete to right. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here we go.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. First down, and they go with Swift again. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run out of the gun with Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.